Hey, what's up guys, Yusuf here from TechDroids, and this is the Coolpad Cool 3 Plus. And if you're in the market looking for a phone that's under 10,000 rupees or strictly under the budget of 7,000 rupees, you might have come across the Cool 3 Plus and a few other phones just like it from Realme or Xiaomi. But Coolpad was gracious enough to send this phone over for review, and I have been using this as my daily driver for a couple of days now, and I have my thoughts on it. I have my honest verdict, my review on it. So the pros, the cons, should you buy the Cool 3 Plus? And with that being said, if you are interested in PC related or technology related content, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads. And with that all out of the way, let's get to the review of the Coolpad Cool 3 Plus. Now before we get to the review of this phone, let's talk about the pricing. This will cost you 6,000 rupees for its base variant. That will be 2 GB of RAM and 16 GB of storage, and 6,500 rupees for 3 GB of RAM and 32 GB of storage. So keep the pricing in mind and then try judging this phone. Now starting off with the design and build quality, you have a completely plastic build here, so it's again unibody, but the build quality seems fine in my opinion. It's quite sturdy, doesn't creak or anything, doesn't feel cheap. It's a good quality plastic, but it's glossy. Also, you have this dual tone gradient look going on. This is the ocean blue color. It's also available in cherry black, so that's that. You have all sorts of colors going on here, so purple, blue, and depending upon how you place the phone or how light hits it, you'll get a different color. But having such a finish means that it gets covered in fingerprints the moment you start using it. Plus, scratches will be easily visible, but Coolpad was gracious enough again to include a free TPU case in the box. You can just use it and protect the phone from maybe drops, give some extra grip, plus fingerprints and scratches. You can protect the phone from that as well. And the build quality, again, as I said, is quite sturdy and the phone feels good in the hand. And talking about the front of the phone, you have a 2.5D curved glass, and I'm not sure which kind of glass it is. If you guys do, let me know. But yeah, it's quite good, and I haven't dropped it and it hasn't picked up any scratches, so I'm assuming it's good. And one more thing I'd like to mention is the fingerprint scanner and the placement of it. Placed in the perfect position, so once you hold the phone, your finger or whatever finger you're assigning to the scanner is going to rest naturally in there, and it's in this sort of indent, so it's distinguished from the rest of the phone. So I like this. Props to Coolpad for again doing that. And coming on to the front of this phone, guys, you have a 5.7-inch HD plus display, so that's going to be 1520 to 720p. You have a U-shaped notch which also holds the front camera, which is going to be 8 megapixels. Plus you have this bezel going around the phone. Now I'm not expecting anything spectacular for this price bracket, but I think the bezels around the phone or the display could have been smaller. But for a 6,500 rupee phone and a HD plus panel, it is IPS 295 ppi and 77% screen to body ratio. So the display quality itself was good. There was no color shifting. It gets plenty bright even for like using in outdoor in evening conditions and stuff like that. But yeah, in direct sunlight it was quite tough to see the phone. But yeah, in my opinion, just for day-to-day usage, I think the display was quite good. And talking about the fingerprint scanner, it is quite decent in terms of the speed and accuracy. It's very accurate. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but again, for 6.5k, I appreciate Coolpad including a fingerprint scanner. Most companies don't even do that, so that's that. Talking about the cameras on the back, you have a 13 megapixel camera at the back with f2.2 aperture and a flashlight, plus a 8 megapixel front camera as I mentioned. And yeah, I think the sensor itself is not bad on this camera, but the image processing or the software part is bad. The pictures look decent. It's not a bad camera at all, but maybe if you compare it to something like Realme or Xiaomi, those companies have got their algorithms and AI built into their phone, so they've been learning how camera processing works for a long time now. Again, as I said, it's a decent camera. You can get some really good shots maybe in this sort of indoor lighting. I used my studio lighting, plus I took some shots outdoor, and they look pretty decent. It doesn't do the best job, but it's there, and if you are into portrait selfies and just portrait shots, you can make use of that. In my opinion, again, it's quite decent. And talking about the specs of the phone, you have a Helio A22 quad-core chipset that's clocked at 2 GHz. So yeah, 4 cores. You have 2 or 3 GB of RAM, you have 16 or 32 GB of storage. Plus you have a 3000 mAh battery. Now that's really good about this phone. And the 3000 mAh battery will last you at least a day or maybe more than that. Again, depending upon your usage. Because the display is only HD plus and the specs are also not the most beefiest. So yeah, battery life again in my opinion was quite decent. It has a micro USB port plus a headphone jack on the top. There's again speaker grills here. Only one of them is a speaker, so right side one is the speaker, the other one is just for symmetry. And yeah, I wasn't expecting USB Type-C for this price, but maybe they could have included, you know, fast charging or something like that. The box comes with a 1 amp 5-watt charger and a micro USB cable, so that's that. They also include a screen guard plus a SIM ejector tool, so you have all the essentials. Talking about the software on this phone, you have a custom UI. I don't know what they call it, but yeah, it's a, you know, amalgamation or a mixture of MIUI, Motorola's UI and stuff like that. So you have a lot of features, and it runs on Android 9.0 Pie out of the box. And yeah, in my opinion, the UI itself is quite good, but the performance on the phone is not the, you know, best or not the greatest. You will see some hangs, you know, some hiccups, some lags here and there in the animations, maybe, you know, in multitasking or gaming. You can play PUBG Mobile Lite on this one. I've tried it. It'll, you know, works quite decent. Maybe again a few frame drops here and there. And as a, you know, day-to-day phone, if you're not doing a lot, maybe a student, something like that, this might be a good choice for you if you're looking for something in this budget. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Talking about the smaller things, you have your volume rockers and, you know, power button on this side, plus the vibration motor on this phone. Again, it was quite decent. I tried it out. There was, you know, no problem in just receiving calls and stuff like that. The speaker quality could have been better. Again, it's, you know, just on par or average in my opinion. Performance, average. You will see, you know, lags and hiccups here and there. And there was bloatware on this phone out of the box. You had a UC browser or Opera browser, UC News and stuff like that. But it was quite easy to uninstall that. And I understand, you know, to keep the cost down, you have to do such things. Overall, you know, talking about my verdict, I'd say this is a decent phone, but if you want better experience, you can spend some more money and go for something like a Xiaomi Redmi Note 7 or something like that. But if you're strictly under the budget of 7,000 rupees, I definitely recommend this phone. You can, you know, go ahead and purchase it. It's available for 6,500 rupees. It starts at 6,000 rupees on Amazon and goes up to 6,500 for this maxed out variant. Also, one more thing I forgot to mention, that it has a hybrid slot, so you can have either 2 SIMs or 1 micro SD and 1 SIM. And that's about it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed and I hope this was helpful. If it was, go ahead and smash the like button and also subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads. And also in the comments down below, let me know if you're going to buy this phone. Plus, if you are going to buy this, the links are down below and check it out, amazon.in. And if you do buy this phone, buy it from my links, so help the channel out. And thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.